The year 1867, change was on the horizon. The Civil War had been fought and won by the North. Slavery had been abolished. And though it was no longer legal, discrimination, racism, it permeated the South. In fact, it permeated the South so much, many blacks moved from the South to the North for better chances at education and employment opportunities. It is into this backdrop that stepped one of the world's most preeminent etiquette instructors of her time, known as the teacher to 10,000. Her name, Madam Azalia Hackley. I'd like to welcome you to History of Etiquette in Black America. I'm your host, Lady Trenette Wilson, CEO and founder of the National Association of Urban Etiquette Professionals. Born June 29, 1867 in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Emma Smith would go on to become Madam Azalia Hackley, a world-renowned soprano who used her voice to introduce classical music to the black community, uplift and educate black performance, and most inspiring to etiquette, she was the first black woman to write a recognized book on etiquette in 1916 called The Colored Girl Beautiful. A child musical prodigy, Madam Hackley began playing the piano at the tender age of 3. She would later go on to study violin and even had an opportunity to travel the world and study French. The oldest of 2 daughters, she, her sister Marietta, her father Edward Henry, who was a blacksmith, and her mother, Corilla A. Beard Smith, an educator, relocated from Tennessee to Detroit to escape the rampant racism of the South. Years later, Madam Hackley would stand on the stages in the South to declare hope and freedom. In 1886, Madam Hackley graduated from high school, and a year later, she gained her teaching certificate. After spending 18 years in the classroom, Emma Smith officially became Emma Hackley when she eloped with prominent Denver attorney and publisher Edward E. Hackley in 1849. Emma and Edward quickly became a power couple on the scene of Denver. They used their newspaper to shed light on the racism that was happening. And in 1901, she took a step further and became a graduate of the University of Denver School of Music, the first black woman to do so. Her and Edward also used their money to fund scholarships for students who wanted to study abroad. Madam Hackley was the P. Diddy of her time. She was able to throw music festivals on a huge scale. In fact, she really was an industry all to herself. Can you imagine during this time, 1900s, early 1900s, she self-funded her own festivals. She promoted her own festivals. They were classical and folk music concerts, where she also provided professional development. And Negro spirituals, well, that was truly her heart. And in 1904, she founded the People's Choir, a 100-strong member, all-black choir who performed nationwide. She took it one step further when she founded the Normal Voice School Culture Institute in Chicago. Quite a mouthful. Listen, Marian Anderson studied there. Carl Denton studied there. These people were great opera singers in their own right. And R. Nathaniel Dett also studied there. They were known worldwide, all because of her tutelage. Even though she could have gotten even bigger with her career, Madam Hackley's heart was really in the South. There, she met Booker T. Washington. Great men and great scholars like W.E. Du Bois were on the scene. And in fact, it's rumored that Booker T. Washington encouraged Madam Hackley to write The Colored Girl Beautiful. She would go around teaching at different schools, and on one of her stops, she taught there at the Tuskegee Institute, and that's how she and Booker T. Washington met. You know what, no matter how she wrote it, the fact is little black girls were now picking up a book that made them understand that they were going to grow up to be beautiful black young women. Madam Hackley continued to teach until her death on December 13, 1922. She mentored performers. She funded people. Her old Negro spirituals, they were the forerunner to the civil rights movement. They were also the forerunner to women teaching young girls to be empowered. If you really want to learn more about Madam E. Azalia Hackley, visit the Detroit Public Library. They have a whole exhibit dedicated to her. It has been my honor to bring you Etiquette in Black History. If you'd like to learn more about some of our great etiquette instructors, pick up my new book, History of Etiquette in Black America, at www.urbangirls.org or Amazon.com. I've been your host, Lady Trenette Wilson. Remember to click on one of our other videos to find out more about the great trailblazers of Black etiquette. Thank you.